It's a time of year again. It is the time for the Share the Love event, and we're here at Adventure Subaru. We're talking about the event. We're also here with Appleseed's nonprofit that's being supported. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Heather, this is always one of our favorite times of year because we come here, we hang out, and we find out these local charities that you're supporting. So kind of fill us in, fill our audience in on the Subaru Share the Love event.
Well, it's something that we look forward to every year this time as well. It's going on until January 3rd. Right now we're donating $250 to one of the local or national charities. And yeah, we've got our two local charities here.
Yeah, I love that.
Absolutely.
And you talked about earlier how if you decide to purchase a car and you make that donation, it doesn't all have to go in one place, right? You can choose to split it up.
That's right. They can choose to donate to one of the local charities or to one of the national charities or split it up in between them.
Can you talk about the impact that the Share the Love event has had on the local charities?
Yeah, last year we actually raised over $67,000 for our local charities. I mean, that money is enough to support, a staff member for a whole year.
Yeah.
So it's made a huge impact.
That's amazing. And speaking of the local charities, we do have Appleseeds here. We've got Tanya and Mary joining us. So first of all, for folks who are not familiar, what does Appleseeds do? Who are you?
Yes, Appleseeds, fundamentally, we are getting food into the hands of kids, really healthy, nutritious food, and we connect them to where their food comes from. So we have a teaching farm. They come out, they harvest food, they learn how to cook with it, and then they go home with fresh produce. So we reach 10,000 kids in a year, in a typical year. And thanks to Subaru, we'll be able to reach even more.
Yeah, absolutely. Tanya, talk about the impact that the Share the Love event is having on Appleseeds.
It's a really big impact. As Heather shared, the contribution to local charities is significant. It allows us to be able to reach kids, and last year with COVID, we obviously adapted what we were doing like other organizations did. As we were not able to get into schools and kids couldn't come to see us, we adapted to donating 100% of what we grew. So we donated more than 7,000 pounds of fresh, organic, nutritious produce to kids who need it most, combined with recipes, so that we're working on that whole adoption and conversion numbers as well. So we see some pretty amazing things. When kids go through our programs, things like 50% or more now read nutrition labels and make good choices. 70% or more are willing to eat kale. I still can't get my husband to do that. But the things that we do, and so every dollar that we get and are able to then invest here in helping Northwest Arkansas kids be healthier, we are also impacting their families and their choices as well. We see that in the grocery shopping that they do subsequent to being part of our programs.
Yeah, well, if our viewers are watching right now, they want to find out more information about Appleseeds, how can they do that? What would you encourage them to do?
Yes, our website's fabulous. AppleseedsNWA.org is a great place to learn more about us, as well as Facebook and Instagram.
Which are both Appleseeds, Inc.
Okay.
Appleseeds Inc. Good to know.
And then Heather, can you give us the details one more time about the Share the Love event?
Yeah, absolutely. So with each car that's purchased or leased, we're going to be donating $250 to a local or national charity, and then Adventure Subaru is donating an additional $25 to both our local charities, Appleseeds and Champions for Kids.
Yeah, I love that. Well, thank you for the work that you're doing. It's always great, as we said, to come here during the Share the Love event. So thank you for having us out.
Thank you, Subaru.
Yeah.
Subaru.
Thank you, Subaru.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We got more Good Day in WA right after this.